Welcome back to Iowa Live. Lou and Michelle here, being joined by our very good friend Tom Colvin from the Animal Rescue League of Iowa. As we are still, to be honest, Tom, we're still in a mode of shock over what happened at the ARL at the main office on Sunday evening. For those people that have not heard the tragedy that happened at the Animal Rescue League of Iowa, you know, right there in front of everybody. What you're going to hear in the next couple of minutes is going to be very graphic. It's going to be very descriptive, but we need to have this conversation because this needs to stop.
We do.
And I want you to explain to everybody what happened at the ARL.
So it was one of our typical Sunday adoption days, and which is always busy, thankfully.
Good.
And you know, there was a man there that the staff, on hindsight, you know, indicated that he'd been there for a considerable amount of time and just kind of walking around, but people weren't paying too much attention to him. And we have you've been there, Lou, we've got our dog adoption area, and at the end of the dog adoption area is an area that was devoted for puppies. So it's they're large kennels, and we've been utilizing those for rabbits. We've had so many bunnies, you know, so we were rehabilitating rabbits in there, easy access from the adoption, you know, end, separated by a door. And so the end of the day happened, and the staff, you know, ended up having to escort this person out because they were, you know, just hanging around past close. Still unbeknownst to them what actually had happened. And then when they're going back, checking in on the animals, kind of bedding everybody down for the night, they found a horrendous scene, Lou. It was just a gory scene of slaughter. And it ended up it was a shocking situation for the staff that found it, heard about it. It was a gory scene of butchery of this little bunny.
And you said butchered a little bunny. You said it was like a murder scene.
Yes.
You know, like a movie murder scene.
Yes.
Is what it looked like.
Yes.
But this happened while there were people in the building, and the general public could have been in there too. Is that
Absolutely.
correct?
Yeah, you bet.
And so it happened on the other side of a door, which is
glass
right,
door.
Glass door.
Glass door.
And it's just absolutely amazing that, you know, just the traffic didn't catch somebody going by when this happened.
Right. Was he in an area he wasn't supposed to be in, or was?
So from that standpoint, you know, there was a little sign, you know, not for adoption type of a thing, but you know, people may go in and see these bunnies and things, you know, that wouldn't be unusual to have happen.
Okay, now for those people that may not have heard, you heard some of the reports that were in the news saying that the animal was beaten with a stick, but that may not necessarily have been the only thing that happened to that animal. You said it was dismembered in some ways, correct?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you want to see the full descriptions, Tom Colvin, your Facebook page has a link to the full description as to what happened. Is that gory? It really is.
It is gory.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And absolutely ridiculous as to what happened. And the sad thing is that it happened, number one. But this is an animal that just came to you with hopes of a new life.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Tell everybody where this little bunny came from.
Yeah. So this bunny actually came from the Cricket Hollow Zoo that was closed down, and we rescued, you know, well over 160 animals off of that property. Petunia being one of them.
Right.
And so yeah, I mean, she was being rehabilitated and prepared for adoption.
So in the day on Sunday when you had the opportunity to place 33 animals in new homes, and give them some new lives, and a brighter future, you had this one horrendous scene that happened at the Rescue League.
That's right.
Now, one of the misconceptions that might be out there right now that actually occurred to us yesterday when somebody came up and we talked a little bit about this. They said it's a good thing that animal abuse law got changed last week. That's really going to help. And we mentioned that to Tom, and you said not so much.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What's the deal here? Because we know what happened last week, right?
Yeah. So what they're talking about is the passing of the PACT Act, Federal PACT Act, and that was a wonderful thing. Don't get me wrong. That's wonderful. But the federal government discussed animal cruelty on this level and passed that PACT Act. Okay. That's a wonderful thing. But it's fairly narrow in focus. And it goes to crush videos, which, you know,
are horrendous in their own right.
They're horrendous in their own right. So what was illegal before was the production, possession, and sending in the mail, those kinds of crushed videos, okay? What this did, the PACT Act, actually went to the act of cruelty itself, okay, that surrounded the making of these crushed videos. So it tightened things up on that, and believe me, we're going to be talking to the prosecutors, Lou, and asking them if there's any way that the PACT Act passage can be used in this situation. But we doubt it, okay?
Okay, to be honest, you doubt it.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's why last year we were so close to getting House File 737 passed, which would have addressed acts like this, because it would have been on animals other than livestock, so that would have affected Petunia's situation, right?
Bunny, yeah.
Yep, and we could have strengthened these laws in Iowa last year, and it would have applied then to this situation. So it's particularly frustrating that we didn't get it last year, but the Iowa legislature has a chance to do it again. Get it out of Senate. Get it out of the Senate without amendments, so it doesn't have to go back to the House.
Right.
Get it out of the Senate, go to the governor, get it signed. We assume that you would want to sign this, particularly after Petunia's situation.
Right.
All those other situations that we've described throughout the year. And let's get it done.
How close were we last year from getting this done?
So close. It passed the House unanimously. It was, you know, we really honestly felt we had the votes in the Senate. It stopped just at the last minute and didn't go forward.
So what is he charged with now, and what are the possible consequences for this man?
So he's charged with torture, animal torture, okay? And there are some provisions currently that makes that challenging for a prosecutor, and that is that it's got to be depraved and sadistic, has to be proven. Well, you know, we think that's a pretty slam dunk situation to do this for Petunia, but it might be a challenge from that standpoint. And torture is a felony only, Michelle, after you've gotten caught doing it twice. So you have to torture an animal twice to rise to a felony. This change, this House File 737, would take the kinds of acts against Petunia,
right,
and it'd be a first offense felony.
Now, what other states have this in place already?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody except us, and I think Kentucky has
2 out of 50 states.
Yeah, has first offense felony animal torture language.
We have to fix this. Legislators that are out there watching, what is your problem? We have to fix this. This has to stop, and it has to stop now. You said it best in the statement that you put out yesterday, Tom. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, I'm not
Talk
enough
about
is
how
enough.
this affects you guys there at your site. And I know this is a horrible thing, and you've been for 45 years and never imagined you would ever see anything like this. Will this change some of your procedures at all over there?
You know, we may put on some more cameras, but that's kind of after the fact. We've got security cameras around, you know, the majority of the facilities in the barn and, you know, all of our areas now. Michelle, but this is one of those things that you just flat out wouldn't have expected to have happen.
Right.
And the impact, you know, all the well-wishing that we've got coming in from actually around the country on this situation has recognized the impact it has on our staff. They are, you know, just reeling from this. I get a chance to come out on television and kind of vent my frustrations and, you know, almost therapeutically talk through it. The staff we have to take care of internally.
Right. And you are.
And we've offered counseling, and we've talked about this, but we have a daily gathering of staff, and yesterday it was just silence. I mean, who could say anything?
Right.
I mean, it was just basically in shock.
So what, for the viewer at home, what's this one take? What can we all be doing to help get this law passed?
Call your senators. Contact your senators. Tell them it's right there. It's a good, clean bill. Get it out of the Senate, passed out of the Senate without amendments, get it to the governor, and governor, please sign it.
All right. Enough is enough.
Yes.
Thank you, Tom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great work as always.
Thank you, Lou.
More information, arl-iowa.org. Follow them on Facebook page. Their Facebook page is chock full of information about everything that you can do to help out the animals here in Central Iowa, unlike any other organization does. This organization is phenomenal. We need to get this law changed, and now we've been messing around with this way too long. We need to take care of it, and we need to take care of it now.
If it can happen at the Animal Rescue League, it can happen anywhere.
That's true. Thank you, Thomas.
Okay.
All right.